together, the drama is high. Miami comes into South Bend to take on the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame in a rematch of what was a thriller a season ago. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. For more on this matchup, let's go down to Holly Road.
I don't need to tell you how crucial this matchup is with Miami and Notre Dame. This is the matchup that helped to decide the bracket last year. As you know, the committee was weighing who was the better team, Notre Dame or Miami. You better believe Notre Dame has some revenge on their mind as they were left out of the college football playoff last season, and Miami went on a run to the national championship game. A lot of drama here in this top 25 matchup. This should be epic. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. On the return, it's Compton. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quick give. It's Fletcher. Defense all over it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Cuts it upfield. It's Mobley. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. He's past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything, and the U is known for attitude, and when they play physical, they've got great teams.
It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Back to throw, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, that's one of those when you walk back to the huddle and you're just kicking yourself and you're going to go to the quarterback and be like, bro, I got you next time. My bad. But those tight ends work the middle of the field so magically and convert those big 3rd downs for you, but just a big drop on 3rd down.
He's brought down and he looked for room to return it and there wasn't much there. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Look out! The throw. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Handoff again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Buying a little time to his left. Left side is Gilbert. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
And the Canes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Hits inside, it's Mobley. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Carr throws to the tight end. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise.
Open space in the middle. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. Sends it back in motion. Throwing. Carr. Fires to the middle. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Under pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Throwing, Mensah. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Right at the line. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Selling the fake. Buys time to his left. He'll pull it down and run. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching. We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Mensah. Rush right in his face. Tight end finds a soft spot. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Gonna run it. It's Compton. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Makes the quick grab and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Graham. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
C.J. Carr firing again. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
They'll try the counter. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Quarterback decides, let's think this 4th down play over, and he calls a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure three here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Fourth down, Carr. Going for 6. Trying to find the end zone. Not going to make it, and the fourth down gamble backfires.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. Don't keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You got to be able to finish plays. And that running back had it, man. He had a first down, but he just could not hold on to the football. You got to be able to finish runs. That's one thing this coaching staff is always preaching to their backfield.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Fires to the right. That one just came off his hand badly.
And you got to feel good about where you're at on this field, man. The defense forces the turnover, sets you up so good. Now, the whole playbook is wide open. First down, they go with the pass. I would not be surprised if they turn right around here, try to get more physical, try to run the football, and try to capitalize on this field position.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Makes the grab down the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Timeout is called. They let it get down to 3 seconds before stopping the clock, and they'll have a chance to put points up before the break. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with Oregon in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Ducks getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. They're up to double digits, 10 straight victories on the season without a single blemish.
And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the American Conference.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Carr fires to the middle. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fields the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. On the ground, it's Fletcher. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to run it. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. And the Canes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Here's Mensah to throw. Turns it upfield. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And the Hurricanes will go for it here on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Looking for a big play. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Miami! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. He's got enough. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the 2nd half.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
The give to the back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a gap. It's Fletcher. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. They'll send the tight end in motion. Play action on 1st down. Going to take a shot. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. He tries to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Off play action. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
Here come the Irish back on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time. Intercepted for the 11th time. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Looking for room. It's Compton. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. There he goes. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Canes. And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Pulls it, fired complete. On the move is the 30. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25 late in the season. Time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Throwing, Carr. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Second and long here. Dropping back, it's Carr. Right on target this time.
Man, find your matchups you want. You got a slot matched up on a DB. I can take advantage of this. He's so quick. Those are where you put your faster twitch guys that can win inside right now, give it to him, and win outside right now, give it to him. Find those matchups.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And wings it incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Here's Carr to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The handoff keep working on that clock. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Throws for the tight end. Holds on, it's Gilbert. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. On play action. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Carr. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's picked off for the third time today. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Throwing, Mensah. Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Sets his feet, it's Carr. He's taking a deep shot. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Rush is on. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense...
Caught, and he's got room. Gets away from one. He's got space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And, man, they're taking advantage right now.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Looking for the score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The play fake. They're all over him. Fires into the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's going to go down as time has run out. Coming into this one, we wondered